Hola guys, it's Stanley yet again. I have a special treat for you today. I'm drawing fan art. It's actually fan art of a character made up by my YouTube / the DeviantArt friends. I'm gonna link these friends in the description below. People were distracting me by texting me on Messenger. Okay, now that I muted everyone, let's continue. This character is called Prophet. He has issues. I don't know a lot about the comic my friends are making, because they haven't really released a lot of the story. But it's basically kinda like a superhero-esque story in a futuristic setting. The comic is called Roughshod. It's not posted anywhere yet. There's a Discord server about it, so that's how I know about it. The people who made Roughshod are a few people. They're basically the creator and co-creators, I think. Again, they're in the description. The creator is called Frabos1802. That's their username. One of the co-creators is Grimy Jaggers, which I've mentioned before. Grimy Jaggers is actually one of the people who inspired me to make my own YouTube channel. She does a lot of animatics, so I encourage you to go follow her. I strongly encourage you to go follow her. Subscribe, like all of her videos. So, Prophet, in a nutshell, is basically a sort of a, at least from what I gathered, because I'm not 100% sure yet, I probably should have asked them more about the character before I made this video, but at the same time I don't really want to give out a lot of spoilers, so I'll just narrow it down to what I know about him. He's somewhat of a religious fanatic who also does sacrifices. He has this huge sword which he does sacrifices with, and he has a thing for this other character called Disciple, and she's like a religious superhero type of girl, and I think they're against each other.
No, she is not a superhero, you one brain cell piece of excrement. She is yet another villain.
I think they're enemies, but like she's a hero and he's a villain, but like he likes her. I think that's what. Also the reason he is very religious and he thinks he can speak to God is because he has schizophrenic traits, or schizophrenia as a whole. He hears voices, he has auditory hallucinations and delusions. In her live stream, Frabos talked about how she researched this mental illness so she could portray it accurately and not as a joke or like be disrespectful to it, which I think is really nice. If you're tackling mental illness, which I also am in my comic, you should do it respectfully, which I don't think I do in my comic. Because in my comic it's very kind of vague what the mental issues are, but Frabos narrowed it down pretty well. So I'm currently, as you can see, I have drawn part of the line art because I'm smart and I didn't start recording when I started drawing, and then I was like, hey, I was gonna record this, and I was like halfway done with the line art already, which is always a big win. But as you can see, there's the sword. This is not actually his sword. I'm doing like a crossover thing. This is Meryl's second sword. So this is a sort of a alternate universe, AU, where he stole Meryl's silver sword and is rocking it. This is actually the second design of the sword, her second sword, in the, I think it's gonna be the second season. I've thought through stories too much. I'm not even sure that I'm going to make my Meryl comic, or if I am going to make it, it's not gonna be anytime soon. so I don't know why I'm creating arcs already. But yeah, we're not gonna unpack that. Back to Prophet. I am sorry, but I cannot pronounce things right. So I think he carved the cross on his chest, his burly muscular chest, for some reason. I think he was like, yes, I am holy, so I will do this. I think they explained why, but I forgot. He also has these tattoos, which it was kind of difficult to find art of him where the tattoos are visible and coherent, but I somehow managed. His chest is bare because he's a jock douchebag who we all love. I think I speak for all of us when I say that Prophet can get it. But yeah, he's basically a villain with schizophrenia. He thinks he's doing God's work, and I also think he's kind of narcissistic, or at the very least has a big ego, because he thinks he's chosen by God. So in my rendition, I'm making him more muscular, more hot, the way I usually do, because, well, Frobos draws him very nicely. He is supposed to be very attractive. Like, he looks kind of like someone you shouldn't mess with, but at the same time you want to mess with. If you know what I mean. I'm saying he's a bad boy. And we stan a bad boy on this channel. Like, you know that type of boy with like a stubble and a bare chest with fluffy hair, but like also a menacing look on his face and a wicked smile, and he's holding a sword which he wants to stab you with. Do we have any choice other than to stan? Grimmy Jaggers would agree with me. It's no secret that Grimmy loves Prophet. And I mean loves. Girl, same. I love evil, attractive, insane characters with big swords. Yeah. Grrr. Moving on, I just made the design of Meryl's sword. I just made the new design of Meryl's sword, and I'm using it for this. You may ask why, and it's because I love crossovers. I'm hoping to make crossovers in the future with other webcomic creators. But first I have to do my own darn comic to at least a point where the story is coherent and has a direction, because I'm on issue 3 right now and my characters are still wandering around. But like after issue 3 the direction of the story kind of crystallizes. I want to give people time to get into this world where these people with special powers exist and are starting to emerge, and then find out that things aren't what they actually seem they are. Basically what I'm saying is I'm stalling so people would get confused and then be like, oh, okay, after the final issue is over. Not the final issue, issue 3. What am I? I'm saying the final issue because it's the last issue I'm working on at the moment. For some reason I'm calling it the final issue, which it is not. It's far from the final issue. So yeah, I would wanna see Spitfire and the Reaper against Prophet. Though Prophet doesn't really have special powers, I think he just has influence. People respect him because he's kind of unpredictable, I think. At least, I think also he might be getting used. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that one. It's just the impression I've got, and I also think I've heard it somewhere. But yeah, Prophet is my favorite character from Roughshod. Subscribe to Frobos and Grimmy Jaggers and the green cartoonist, who is also a co-creator, and Frabos' sister, who I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but if she has, I will link her down below. I mean, she does have a profile, but I haven't seen if she has videos on that channel. So if you're interested in a webcomic idea, which is created by not one, but a few people, then go and see that. What are you waiting for? Also, if you're wondering why Meryl's second sword looks like that, it's because it kinda melted. And when I make the story, you will understand why and how. But I'm not making the story yet, so you're going to have to wait. And you can also see Frabos' renditions and Gurimi Jaggers' renditions of the character whenever I pick colors from them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Actually, there's a bit more of the speed paint probably going on, because I don't have much to say about Prophet except that he's daddy. Follow my social media down below, buy my merch, Ko-fi account, my comic on Tapas, and enjoy the rest of the speed paint, however much is left of it. So, bye!